Hello. Working in Japan is a dream for a lot of people. So today we have with us Kumamoto-san, Managing Director of Global Japan Network, to share with us certain information about what it takes to get a job in Japan. So Kumamoto-san, let's get started with our discussion for today with you introducing about your company and the services you offer.
Our company name is Global Japan Network Limited. Our company is a leading human resource company which introduce Indian engineers from India to Japanese company in Japan. We have both professional Japan side, India side, who support Indian engineer to get a suitable job in Japan, which matches skill set and requirement. We try to make the great effort to achieve Indian engineers' dream come true and build successful career paths in Japan.
Okay, so what makes Japan an attractive destination to work?
Do you know Japan is how big it is?
I think it's the third largest economy.
Yeah, you're right. First one is United States, second one is in China, and third one in Japan. Japan has a very big scale of business at this moment. And perhaps you know many Japanese company names like Sony, Toyota, Panasonic, and Hitachi. And the company has a great advanced technologies. Japanese company need young workforce, especially engineer area. For example, IT engineer, mechanical engineer, system engineers. These engineers are really required in Japan. So we would like to become the good bridge between Japan and India. Try to introduce Indian talented engineer to Japanese company. It is quite beneficial for both Japanese company and Indian company. But Japanese company get a powerful young workforce, talented young workforce, and Indian engineer can build successful career paths in the future.
So as an engineer, if I have to come to Japan and work here, what are the basic criteria or qualifications an engineer must have?
Based on our experience, if they graduate engineer or technical university, this kind of engineering degree becomes the basis. In addition to that, Japanese communication skill and understanding Japanese business culture are required. Especially in Japan, in terms of communication, Japanese language is necessary. So among the companies, they communicate in Japanese with colleagues, customers, and clients, and so on. And also, in living in Japan smoothly, Japanese language quite important.
So how can your company support in getting a job in Japan?
We now providing the online services to Indian engineers, Indian students in Indian colleges. Our program has three major items. First one is Japanese language. We provided the Japanese language lesson until the middle level. It is called N3. If acquired N3 level, they can communicate in the workplaces. It is sufficient to work in Japan. And second program is understanding of Japanese business culture. In order to work in Japan, understanding Japanese business culture is quite important. It is a little bit different from India.
Every country has its own culture.
You're right. And third one is training for the placement in Japan. So Japanese company also have their original recruitment process. So Indian people, Indian candidates have to prepare the resume and conduct the face-to-face interviews. So we can provide the advices or process. For example, how to prepare the resume and skill sheet. This kind of the document should be properly prepared in Japanese. And also the preparation for the interview, quite important. So we will give them, give the candidate to how to prepare, how they can make good appeal in the interview. This kind of the training we can provide in the online.
So, if I want to take up the course, how long is the course duration and who can join this course?
Yes, actually, so we started from N5, N5, N4, N3, including every courses. It takes almost 1.5 to 2 years. So therefore, we try to target first, second, third years. Actually, fourth year student will have don't sufficient time for learning Japanese language. So we try to first focus on the first 3 years student.
Okay. So, say an engineer works so hard for 2 years, studies Japanese, clears it at entry level. Do you assure a job placement or guarantee a job to the candidate once the
Yes.
course is completed?
I cannot say 100% guarantee. However, based on my experience, over 90% of the candidates have been able to get a job in
That's
Japan.
a good number.
Mm.
That's a good number.
Mm.
So these candidates, they get placed. Which kind of industries they get to work in?
Mainly 3 industries. IT industry, information technology industry. For example, they need IoT engineers, AI engineers, website programmers. These are kind of information technology area is highly demanded. And also the manufacturing, automobile, mechanical, and these other manufacturing industry need required mechanical engineers. And the third one is banking. They need system engineers. These 3 major business areas, Indian engineer are seriously required.
What is the minimum salary an engineer can expect to earn?
Yeah, honestly speaking, minimum salary is quite depend on the candidate's
I know
IT skill.
it's difficult to answer and put a number, but you have been having quite much of experience of placing engineers. So based on experience,
Yeah.
at least an approximate figure.
Yeah, approximately, nobody candidate get 15 to 20 lakhs Indian rupees yearly basis.
You get good money, you can also save. But I've heard that working in Japan, life at office is very difficult because you need to be very workaholic. Japanese people are too hardworking. Could you just throw some light on the work culture in Japan?
In the previous times, so it is said Japanese people are quite love to work hard. However, this trend is changing now. Over time, become very strictly limited by the government regulation.
Okay.
And in these days, work-life balance are more important. So I think the working process becomes very efficient and systematic. And thus, Indian people who come to Japan can enjoy work and life parallelly.
Okay, so that brings me to the next question. You tell me work, I will be having a balance. But as an Indian, I come to a foreign country where, I don't know so many people here. How comfortable I would feel here? Would I be able to enjoy my life in Japan? And would I get Indian food? Will I have Indian friends? All these questions are, keep nagging a person before coming to a foreign country.
Actually, the number of the Indian people who are staying in Japan is increasing. It becomes more than 10,000.
Oh, that's something interesting because I thought in USA there are so many Indians, but I didn't know in Japan also there were so many Indians.
Yeah. Even in Tokyo, there's a strong Indian network. There's an international school for Indian children. And sometimes Indian people gather together and celebrate Indian festival. And also in terms of the food, the Indian people can easily purchase Indian ingredient of food at the stores. This kind of the Indian stores are increasing now. And also restaurant, Indian restaurant, we can see a lot of places that you can enjoy Indian food in Japan.
So I think be it children's life or the couple's life, I think it would be a good place to stay in overall in Japan and work here.
I believe so.
Yes. So thank you so much, Kumamoto-san, for taking out time for our, future aspirants of coming to Japan and sharing your experience and insights with them. So, young engineers, I hope that the information which Kumamoto-san has shared today with us will inspire you in coming to Japan and finding the dream job for you here. In case you want any support or any kind of information about it, you can always reach Kumamoto-san. I will share the links and his email ID in our description box below. Okay, so thank you for now. Meet you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.